On March 19, 2024, the Hong Kong Legal unanimously passed the Safeguarding National Security Ordinance, commonly known as Article 23. What is Article 23 legislation? Why is there a need for it? And what impact will it have? Simply put, the Article 23 legislation is related to the concept of national security. Before the legislation, Hong Kong had faced numerous difficulties and challenges and repeatedly suffered from national security threats. The social unrest between 2014 and 2019 seriously affected the rule of law and freedom in Hong Kong, leaving indelible scars on the Pearl of the Orient and jeopardizing the interest and image of the country. Before the passage of the legislation, some politicians and organizations launched a mass attack on the Article 23 legislation, spreading various baseless negative narratives to create societal anxiety. They consider that it might affect Hong Kong's high degree of autonomy, freedom of speech, and judicial independence under the framework of one country, two systems, and viewed it as a sign of Hong Kong drifting away from Western countries. Moreover, they have also expressed their strong disagreement by issuing statements or comments criticizing the promotion of the Article 23 legislation. For example, British Foreign Secretary David Cameron strongly urged the SAR government to reconsider the bill. According to Cameron, the bill failed to fulfill the obligations under the Sino-British Joint Declaration. The U.S. Department of State and the Council of the European Union have also issued statements criticizing the bill, for they are considered about this legislation's potential impact on the rights and freedoms of the people of Hong Kong. Some anti-China politicians and institutions have baseless attacked and interfered with China's relevant legislation, made distorted comments on Hong Kong's police's enforcement operations and the judicial system, and attempted to exert pressure on China's domestic and foreign policies and even blatantly interfere in China's internal affairs. This reaction reflects the continued concern and opposition of Western countries to the measures taken by China to strengthen its national security legal system, especially with regard to Hong Kong as a special administrative region. Therefore, responding to the attacks and smears, it's necessary to implement the bill better. The Chinese government and Hong Kong SAR government emphasize that the Article 23 legislation is necessary to safeguard national unity and territorial integrity, ensure long-term stability in Hong Kong, and to implement the principle of one country, two systems. It is fully in line with international law and the provision of the Basic Law. Apart from responding to the attacks and smears, the SAR government should also do an excellent job explaining and interpreting the bill, as some doubts still exist. For example, some question whether storing the Apple Daily newspaper as a keepsake at home would constitute the offense of possessing seditious publications. According to the provisions, possessing seditious publications without a reasonable excuse constitutes a criminal offense. A person can only escape suspicion if he does not know or understand the nature of the seditious publication, does not have a motive to incite, or does not know much about the publication itself. But if the nature of the seditious publication is known and no reasonable explanation can be given, then the suspicion is basically confirmed. Therefore, doing a good job in explaining and interpreting will help the public better understand the specific regulations so as to promote more effective implementation of the bill. Now that the enactment of the Safeguarding National Security Ordinance marks a significant milestone for the HECSAR in taking on constitutional responsibility under the Basic Law of the HECSAR of the People's Republic of China. Through the legislation, the HECSAR has established a localized national security legal framework to effectively prevent, stop, and punish acts and activities that are endangering national security, thereby establishing a legal barrier to safeguard national security. This contributes to eliminating security risks within Hong Kong security and creating a stable political and social environment, which is crucial for long-term prosperity and stability. It will also enhance investor confidence and maintain Hong Kong's international status. Within the framework of one country, two systems, The law reflects the high level of trust the central government has in Hong Kong and the cooperation and coordination between the two places in safeguarding national security, which is beneficial for the further development of the practice of one country, two systems. At the same time, the Safeguarding National Security Ordinance also fills a gap in Hong Kong's local legal system in the area of national security, ensuring its alignment with the overall national security strategy and safeguarding national unity, territorial integrity, and non-interference. The legislation responds to the aspirations of the people and meets the practical needs of Hong Kong society to strengthen national security protection, marking a solid step forward for Hong Kong in fulfilling its constitutional obligations, safeguarding national security, promoting social stability and development, laying a solid legal foundation for Hong Kong's transition from governance to prosperity and achieving long-term prosperity and stability.